Live Saturday night, April 17, 2021 from the Mercedes-Benz Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. Streamed on Triller, Jake Paul will take on Ben Askren in a scheduled 8-round pro boxing bout which will be fought at the cruiserweight limit. In this video I will do a deep dive into both of these fighters' careers, look at more than just their wins and losses but also how and who they got those losses to. In addition, the wear and tear from year of fighting, plus the fighter's age, so I can best determine which fighter has the most power, hand speed, better chin and footwork, who has the overall best stamina if the fight goes in the later rounds. First, Jake the Problem Child Paul, 24-year-old, from Cleveland, Ohio. Jake stands at 6 feet 1 inch tall, has a 76-inch arm reach, and a pro boxing record of 2 wins, 0 losses, 2 wins by stoppage. Both of Jake's fights have not gone past the second round. His second pro fight, which was against Nate Robinson, ended in viral knockout style, and was reposted everywhere on social media. Next, Funky Ben Askren, 36-year-old, from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Askren stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall, has a 72 arm reach, with no pro boxing record. He was a pro MMA fighter who retired on December 26, 2019 with a pro record of 19 wins, 2 wins by knockout, 2 losses, 1 loss by devastating flying knee knockout. Askren was a champion in both Bellator, and won championship at welterweight, with a career that started in 2009. Before I get to my personal gauge ratings, YouTube has told me 99% of you are not subscribed. So if you can hit that sub button it would be appreciated. Jake Paul vs Ben Askren, April 17th on Triller. Power. Jake Paul 4. Ben Askren 2. Jake had the 2020 highlight reel knockout of the year against a strong 5'9" Nate Robinson. Also Jake pounded out Alieson Gibb before the fight was stopped. Askren has not had a knockout win since 2017, and has not had one stoppage win against a live dog since 2014. Hand speed. Jake Paul 4. Ben Askren 3. Jake has beaten his only 2 opponents to the punch, and stopped them before round 3. Askren, since moving to the UFC, got exposed a bit, when he was put in there against live dogs like Robbie Lawler, and Damian Maia who could strike. Ben Askren showed he was not a striker, instead he showed his hands are made for grabbing not punching. Chin. Jake Paul 3. Ben Askren 1. Jake Paul is not used to getting hit. In reality he is a spoiled kid who never fought, but as an adult Jake has strapped on some nuts and is chucking his fists. Jake's 2 short pro fights we saw whenever he got hit he reacted by being pushed back or immediately covering up. In my opinion Jake's chin is sketch. But it is more solid than Ben Askren's chin, who I think is a shot fighter since his flying knee knockout loss to Jorge Masvidal on October 26, 2019. Askren in his fight after the Masvidal loss was not the same guy. The knee knockout cracked his chin, and took his belief in himself as a fighter away. Footwork. Jake 3. Askren 2. Neither fighter will ever be told they have beautiful footwork like a young Erik Morales or prime Vasyl Lomachenko. But the 6'1" Jake does move around the ring better at 24 years old against 36-year-old retired men like Nate Robinson. Most of Jake's training involves explosive movements. 36-year-old retired Ben Askren, who fought as a pro for 10 years, is not the guy who will bob, weave, or feint, but instead is a guy with heavy feet who will make you come to him to engage. Finally, maybe the most ignored part of the fight gauge. Stamina. Jake 3. Askren 4. Jake Paul great shape, big muscles, big frame. Those muscles are going to need air in the 8 rounds against Askren. Jake we have seen in camp is still surrounded by the wrong people, still staying out late, still partying. Askren is the opposite, he is more grounded, he trains kids at his wrestling school, and has gone 5-minute rounds in his career. Askren still trains for a long fight. If this scheduled 8-round goes all 8 we might see the young fighter Jake gassed, and become easy picking. For the over-the-hill fighter. Jake Paul vs Ben Askren, live Saturday night April 17th streamed on Triller.